There is one thing that I see most sellers get wrong when it comes to Amazon PPC, and it can either make or break your business because Amazon ads are more important than ever nowadays. In this video, I'll break down what this mistake is, how to fix it, and so on. So what we have here is your Amazon ads campaign. On a big level, it's going to be your campaign, and campaign can have an ad group, or it can have two ad groups if you don't get this set up correctly. Let's say you started your business, you watched a few videos on YouTube, and you decided to go ahead and set up your Amazon ads. So maybe you're gonna follow some tutorial, you're gonna set up ad group 1, ad group 2, and then so this was the second level, and you're gonna throw a bunch of keywords under this campaign and under these different ad groups. I see it a lot when people either manage it themselves or they give it away to like an automation software to set everything up. So what happens here is you're gonna have this ad group, and it's gonna have a lot of keywords. You know, I've seen campaigns with like 1,000 keywords. So let's say there is 1,000 keywords here, there is 1,000 keywords here. And so the issue with this approach is that you have a few levers when it comes to campaign management, and basically the biggest thing I see that causes data, like misoptimization, basically just not being able to manage your ads effectively is placements, and I'll explain how it affects the campaign. So this is like the biggest thing that affects your campaign performance, your ads performance, and your organic rank. It's all connected together. So you'll have your campaign, ad group, and keyword, and the smallest lever you can pull is say bid. So that's gonna be on your keyword level. It's gonna be your bid, and bid here, and there's going to be a lot of those changes that you can make, hundreds of bids if you actually set this as a 1,000 keyword campaign. And I'll get back to this in the end of the video, that there are actually cases where it's a good thing to do. So it's going to be a multi-keyword campaign, with a lot of different keywords and bids. And then on the second level, like above bid, you'll have your placements. And it's going to be on a campaign level. Placements, adjustment. So this was ad group level, bids, bid. There's going to be a bunch of changes you can make. And then on the campaign level, it's going to be placement adjustment. So what happens here is that placement adjustment, you cannot apply it to a keyword you want to choose. So it's on the campaign level. So any keywords you have under that campaign, well, that's going to be adjusted by this adjustment. And then you'll have your top of search here. So for placement adjustments, you'll have top of search, rest of search, and product pages. So now let's say what happens here is, let's say you're getting amazing performance on keyword 1. 5 orders, at 25 clicks. And then keyword 2, you're getting subpar performance of about 2 orders and out of 18 clicks. So this was an ad group 1. Ad group 2. Ad group 1 is you're getting also some orders at decent conversion rate. So realistically, there is no way to find out, Amazon provides you all these reports, but there is no way to find out by downloading any kind of report which keyword attributed to what placement on Amazon. So based on this, you have 3 orders, 5, so 10 orders. And when you open your placements tab, you see something like this. And then, actually, let's make it like this. And let's say the conversion rate is a lot higher here. So there is no way to find out, like I said, what keywords are contributing to what placement. And basically the whole idea is that we want to split everything. Like we don't want to have a salad. We want to have, we want to be like a picky eater with our campaigns and keywords. So this is a wrong approach. You know, automation software, I don't know why, but they still set this up for sellers who sign up for their service. Even some agencies, they do it. And so this is a wrong way to do things. And I'll actually jump to an exception here of why we actually do this sometimes. There's going to be a case where you just want to set up things at a low bid. And so it's one of the strategies I use. You grab all your keywords that you index for. You put them in a campaign with about 1,000 keywords or as many as you can paste in there. I think the limit is 1,000 keywords. And you start them all at about 50 cents a keyword. And so what happens here is a few things. Since there is so much stuff going on, the campaign is gonna get clicks and traffic very soon. You're gonna get that low cost per click traffic, you know, you're gonna get clicks, sales, and they're gonna be very low SEOs orders. Something like this. So, for example, the average ACOS for this account is 50%. So we're just like, so to speak, low-hanging fruit, the concept of low-hanging fruit. You bid low, you do it at a scale, and you just give algorithm, you know, help you find the small opportunities to get that low cost per click and win a customer to come to your page. So the strategy to manage this campaign is once you see, you know, 3 or 5 keywords converting, you're gonna pause the rest of them, and then you'll just keep this 5 active in this campaign. And so we are seeing here that they're just consistently working from now on. Last 30 days, year to date, $5,000 in sales, 16% ACOS. So this is like an evergreen campaign, and you can repeat this over and over again. And you can have like 10 campaigns that are getting you these orders consistently at a low ACOS. So this is actually an exception when it comes to campaign structure, and like I'm saying, go for single keyword campaigns, and I'll explain how to set it up in a bit. But this is one exception to a rule where this specific structure, it's fine as long as you treat it as a low bid, you know, campaign, and it's just evergreen. You don't even have to touch placements. You adjust it. It's almost like you set it and forget it. And now, what is the right way to manage the campaign, or like what is the right way to set the things up? So again, it's very simple. You're gonna have your campaign, and you're gonna have one single keyword under this campaign and nothing else. And you know, it's tedious to set this up in the beginning, but there is only so many keywords in any niche. Like say you're only doing this for keywords with like 1,000 searches a month. So realistically, maybe you have like 40 keywords. So there's 40 campaigns. Maybe you want to start with exact match type in the beginning. So it's a longer setup time, but the kind of gains you get from this is basically optimization. So there is going to be no inconsistency in placements like it was here. You'll know exactly that this keyword is contributing to what placement. So you're going to be having your ad group here, ad group, and then you'll have that one keyword. That's it. This is the best way to manage ads, and this is the best way to set things up, and it's coming from someone who spends around $1,000 a day across my clients' accounts. And literally every single account, this is how it's approached, you know. Some of them, they started here, and then this is where it needs to be. You'll have your placements on a campaign level, and you'll know exactly how to optimize it. I have a separate video on this channel I think it was one of my first videos I uploaded a while ago, how to manage placements on Amazon. If you can't find it, just open my YouTube's filter by oldest date and it's going to be there, but it will show you exactly how to manage this campaign on your own. And so this placements, right, you'll know exactly, like say this keyword is getting 3 orders, and here you'll have 3 orders showing up under top of search. For example, most likely case scenario. So then you can go ahead and you can boost this by, say, 50%. Based on your ACOS, your goal of this campaign, if it's ranking or profit. And so the bonus tip for you also, oh, by the way, let me show you an example of this campaign. One keyword, like I said, there is nothing else, and we have placements that are nailed down based on the exact conversion these placements are getting. We want to boost rest of search accordingly to this, and we want to boost top of search accordingly to this. So this is exactly the performance we are after. So bonus tip to share with you, when you set up your campaigns, you might have seen it, this tip elsewhere, but I don't think people mention it often, is that I actually recommend starting the campaigns with already placements preset. So just based on average statistics of all the accounts I manage, top of search will perform roughly 1.5 times better than the rest of search, and then product pages will underperform by 0.5 unless you're in closing, you're in decor, jewelry, toys, something subjective where people tend to browse a lot, you know, open product pages, click, have a bunch of tabs open, decide. So this changes something like this. Or I would say product pages tend to perform as well as top of search. So with that in mind, if you were in the niche of clothing, decor and jewelry and toys, you would want to set your campaign in this kind of fashion. And again, it's just a generalized tip, but you'll see that it does help you start with a better performance. And as far as any other niches, just start with 25% on each of those placements and keep product pages at 0, because they're working a lot worse than the other 2 placements. So again, hope you like this video. Subscribe more for advanced Amazon PPC tutorials. I'm also planning to cover a lot more product research, so stay tuned.